Hello.
Can I speak to you?
Yeah?
You said about the water coming over upstairs.
Yeah.
Literally, I have got water gel stuff in there to prevent that. I don't overwater because I've got green fingers like you.
Yeah.
What is happening is when it rains, it's getting saturated and then it has to come through to, it's ruined some of my plants. It's not been done deliberately at all.
Okay.
I want you to know that.
Yeah, it was just coming right down in the front of the blooming patio door where I'm going in and out, you know.
I do understand, because,
Yeah.
but it's not been done deliberately. I thought you heard me tell my daughter I bought this, you know, like gel things that you put in like hanging baskets. You know what I'm on about, the water gel thing, which holds it in and only absorbs and gives it to it as it needs it. But when it rains, I've had to literally get rid of some of my plants because it's saturated the pots. But it's not been done deliberately.
Okay.
And I thought, because sort of like I say, oh, can I move it? You would have come up and said something.
I think I'll be honest with you, you have made me a bit nervous really.
I get frustrated
when we first spoke, it was, you know, effing cats, and then I thought, oh shit, that's it, I'm never going to be able to speak to her. She's through my ear off.
I'm allergic to cats. I had a cat growing up, and I always thought that I had ongoing hay fever, right? It wasn't until later on that I realised that I'm allergic to certain dog hairs like Jack Russell and cats, because I couldn't breathe. And it wasn't actually your cat, but then again you've got more than one, haven't you? Yeah. So I think it was one of yours, but at the time I didn't know it was yours. It was hers above and somebody else's. But when I turned around and said, I can't believe that it was coming from that. You know, your compost bin, it actually was coming from there.
Yeah,
I think that was climbing up the other way.
Not a compost bin, that was actually a toolbox.
Oh, well, that's what.
Yeah, whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Do you know, and when I saw the name, I thought, oh, it's all great, do you know what I mean? I know the issue that kind of things that went on with you and my daughter, and my daughter was actually there the other day, and she said, the baby's crying. I went, yeah. And she goes, God, that woman downstairs must have heard. And I said,
these buildings are so bloody old. I think they must be about 70, at least 60, 70 years old now.
It's a soundproof issue. It is. I mean, people above me, I can hear them over my TV, that I have to put the TV up. It's definitely a soundproof issue. And they say there isn't.
They didn't
you're
think
full of rubbish. I said, there is. I said, your surveyor's talking out of his backside. I said, because I've worked in construction. I know what I'm talking about.
I think these are starting to slide down the bank, to be honest, these flats. They're starting to fall to pieces. They never thought about soundproofing when they built them.
No, because
it was a different age. You know, didn't even have the cars like we've got now. So they're built off the wall.
Like with I've got like 8 grandchildren, 6 of them come here, but most people know just one of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's different with me than he is with my daughter. Because I said, he's here, I said to Nicky, I said, he's here quite a lot. I said, but I bet his woman downstairs doesn't hear him like he used to.
Yeah, he did have a temper.
He's still got a temper.
Yeah, he did have a temper.
He's still got a temper, but half the problem is the dad's side of the family kept picking him up, so he's become this spoiled brat syndrome. I won't tolerate it. So I don't like going to Nana's, because I won't tolerate it. He kicks off in the street and I won't have it. I said, well, I don't know. And I won't. And you go, no, and I won't give in to it. But you know, as you get older, and
probably boys can be worse than girls, but I don't know.
Because when I first saw it, I didn't know about you and my daughter. I didn't know nothing, and I said to you, you're a bit out of order for not turning around saying nothing, because I said, the woman downstairs, I said, what's going on now? And I said, so is she on about my daughter? What's happened? Do you know what I mean? So because I said to Nicky, I don't even think that she realised that I was actually living there, but it wasn't your cat. I don't dislike cats. My daughter hates the barking. I hear your dog bark, don't bother me. There's different things.
He's worse at night because he gets whiff of the foxes. That's the trouble. He whiffs the foxes.
I can hear him when he goes past and he's barking and stuff.
But I do try and shut him up.
It does not bother me. It really. something like that, but all of us are different, but I wanted you to know it's not deliberate.
Yeah.
I mean, the balconies, I mean, sometimes I have to take the plants in, because even if I put them over this side, they're saturated.
Yeah.
And then the water, it's got to come out somehow.
Yeah,
and it's ruining it over, it's where I bought more compost, I put the thing in. It's not that. If you water in it, holds it there.
Yeah.
When the rain comes in, it just pours it all down, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I wanted you to know it's not been done deliberately.
Okay, thank you. All right.
And I'm not, there's no solutions or nothing. I sweep my balcony with dustbin and brush, but there's no, like, there's not water or anything being chucked over your balcony at all.
Yeah.
Okay. But I can't say that it's not going to happen again, but it's not me doing it deliberately. I promise you that. It's just... I don't know.
It's just one of those things, isn't it?
It's not, you know...
The weather and everything.
Because said, I'm doing it on a daily basis. I'm not doing it on a daily basis. I said, for Christ's sake, with the bulbs and that, I said, you take them out. I said, and you can't... You repot them and then you start watering them for them to sort of, like, grow.
Yeah.
I said, but all through like the winter time, you don't have them because you're not watering them.
That's right.
So, and then I was putting them here. When I put the bulbs back in, I put them at the front here. They weren't on the balcony.
Yeah.
But
Thanks for letting
the trouble is like stuff that you've got on your balcony. If you move it and it's been raining, water.
Yeah.
So.
I don't really think about a drainage hole, did they either? There's a lot of things they didn't think about.
No, but then
because they are the bloody old.
Nikki said something about that, but then when they put the pipes in, I mean, because like him above me that time, I know he didn't mean to do it, but unfortunately I was repotting at the time and it just went all down my face, so I was going to sort of like say something, but you never did nothing. And it went on your balcony. She complained about me, but it went down from, and there was loads of it.
I don't really like confrontation, to be quite honest. So I sort of, I know.
Because I mean, in the first place, I said to Nikki, hold on a minute, Nikki. I turned around and said, what the hell has gone on between, and then it was other neighbours that told me. And then I said to Nikki, you're a bit naughty, not letting me know nothing. I said, because I just thought, she said, oh, you had trouble with Luke.
Yeah, there was previous tenants that were a bit rousy.
Yeah, but like I know Pete's friends with him, but I said, I don't like him. I didn't even know who he was from Adam. And I'm out there when the firemen are there. He goes, yeah, over there. I used to piss on her over the balcony. I went, what? I said, I have to say, I don't know who he is, but I don't like him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because that to me, that Nikki said, oh, it's because you had trouble with him, that you felt that I'm going to be the same. I said, look, I now know that there was a thing, because the complaint wasn't about my daughter, it was about her old man, and I thought, he's really loud. He was really, really loud. I'd been there once when coming. The door went bang like that. And she said, all right, like that. And I thought, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And Blaze gets it now. When she comes round and she hears the noise, she's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So she gets what you could hear, but she didn't, because she wouldn't have done it deliberately, because she's not that kind of person. But
I spoke to a couple of times. I said to her, I know you don't understand. You know, because these bloody places
are so old out and nothing, and then she went going through cancer and stuff. She was tired all the time, completely. And I moved down here to look after her, but she wanted to sort of like move out, and but I never knew. And then when I did know, I couldn't really talk to her at the time because she was going through radiation treatment, so it was the wrong time. But she's happy anyway. So, and I told her. Once I knew what was going on, I said, but I don't find you like how it was when she lived there, because I don't. You know, I said, I say to her, can I move your things? She goes, yeah, go ahead, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but I just, but like I said to Nikki, I said, she's going to realise that I'm not people that lived there before, like me. I said, maybe she feels it because I'm her mum, that I'm going to be a bit...
Cross your mind that you probably might, because I would feel the same if that was my children, because you love your kids.
No,
and you would, wouldn't
or
you?
something like that, if it's
Oh,
different.
no, I'm not that way, I wouldn't do that. Shush! Hello, Pete. You alright? Get in, be quiet, don't start. Oh yeah, sneak out. Come on, you go. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not into that. I mean, but I just
been here a
want you...
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been here a while, I can't remember how long, I think it's been here a while.
Yeah, like... Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
It's... You know, I mean, my son, he wants to come back, but he moved out because the whole ceiling's come for mine.
The balconies are going here.
And they're supposed to fix it. And they haven't.
Oh, you've
And
got
the
to
mum-
hold your breath on that then.
I said, no, they said that they will, but they've given me actually in writing that they're going to do it. They haven't done it. So I've got the
Sounds about right.
involved, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not, do you know what I mean? Because my son's got real bad asthma, but he's out of the way. But he wants to come back. He can't breathe properly in that room because of the mould. Now,
yeah, that's a big issue here.
It's this main wall. It's the main wall because that's where it's coming from.
Yeah, you get it all on the bottom of the bedroom.
Inside, it needs filling. And they said, oh, and the surveyor's like, and I said, look, I can tell you a job because I know about it.
Yeah.
So,
oh no, I've heard all sorts of stories. New windows and all the rest of it. Yeah. They do it, they say it to shut you up, but it's never going to happen. You know it, the minute they say it, it's never going to happen. They're not going to spend the bloody money.
well, I have been in other flats. I mean, my partner, 8 years, he lives in a flat and I've been at his. You can hear movement, but here you can hear people's voices and everything. And I'm like, and I just want to tell them that I can hear them, but sometimes I just say, I said, so I know there's a soundproof issue, but they're saying that there isn't, and I know that there is.
I know, these flats are dreadful. They're old, and they're just, they really are.
I like the layout, but when it comes to like doing work, and I blame them more than anything, you know, so.
I know, my windows are shot blown to pieces. I've been for years. That won't get done. They come and look at them and say, oh yes, well, that's all good done.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like on the balcony, when it does rain, when the rain goes, you've got things that it goes behind stuff, so if you slightly move something, walk, and then I can't. But I want you to know that there's not anything's been chucked over or done deliberately. I'm not doing that. I'll just find that kind of stuff petty. I'm more of a one, I'll go shut your face, or, you know what I mean, and get a life or something like I'm not, do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not, seriously.
That's okay.
So it's not been done deliberately at all, and I have got the water gel in it, but because of the rain, when the rain goes in it, it's got to come out, and it's not, what is happening is the water gel is actually getting overflown with water when it rains. The balcony's just, and it gets flooded, doesn't it?
Yeah, I used to have a top floor flat over the other way there, and it was the same there. The rain in the end would just come in as well, and it seeps underneath the frame of the window.
The window frame's not good neither.
No, mine is sellotaped up in the front room because all the rain and wind come in. I put masking tape around every window.
The wind and stuff comes in mine, but that's about...
I've told them that. They have a look and they go, oh yes, you need a new window. They said it every year I've been here. I've been here 11 years. And they won't do them. Because they know if they have to do these windows, everybody's going to say, oh, they've got new windows. We want new windows. It's going to cost them, what, £1 million or something to do windows? And that's one thing they don't want to do.
You got your kitchen though, didn't you?
Oh, he put sellotape on that. I had a massive crack suddenly appear through the... It just turned out one day, it's a massive crack. I told them, you just put this funny sellotape stuff on there.
I've got 4 sons. There's only 2 of them that have been here, but I've got 4 of them. And one of them, he told me where I lived in London. where the he said, Mum, he says, that's going to go before long. It crashes on the wall and it goes all the way around the other side. And he knows about construction. He's a professional bricklayer, so he knows all about that.
Yeah.
And
you put sellotape on it, and that's probably as far as it's ever going to get. Unless I naggle it, but I can't be bothered now. I can't be bothered to say about repairs in this place, because it doesn't get done. It's like I can do it, I'll have it done.
And they come 2 days after and they turn around and they said to me, do not touch that because it's full of asbestos and we're going to fix it for you.
Oh, yeah,
So
that was another issue.
Two different surveyors. And they turned round and they said, yes. And I got a phone call in January, coming round to sort it out. Well, where are you? So I said, I want the report. I want the actual report.
Yeah.
Because I haven't got it. You haven't got it.
I know, the right hand don't know what the left hand's doing.
I said, Blaze, I'm going to tell you something. That woman does not do her job.
No, I know. She's funny off to pick that one, really, isn't she?
No, Bobsy's alright, but she's just like, you know what I mean? And
It's vague, airy-fairy.
And she goes, oh, and she's just sort of like, I don't know why I'm interested in this, and I haven't even watched the video. I said, I'll tell you what you do then, Nikki. I said, you say one thing to one person and another to another. I said, and that's what you do. She goes, no, I don't. I said, I'm telling you straight. I said, you do. Yeah. But me, it's like, I said, oh, just go away and get a life. Well, I know that I'm not doing nothing, do you understand? Because I hadn't done what you thought that I'd done.
I get you.
So I would just say it as it is, and then I just move on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep fighting for a labour in the day, honest to God.
But I just thought, well, I'd come down, because I really just, I mean, I don't really even sort of like hear you, and I've even said to my daughter in the past, because I don't see how she was. I don't have that kind of situation. I said in the beginning, I think she probably thought, oh, she's going to be funny with me because of like what happened to you. But I didn't know at the time. I heard from Pete and a few others. And then, but the thing with her is she's happy. She's a big woman. If it was the only thing she didn't like is she called social services. But who wants you to do that, Nikki?
Nikki. But
I'll tell you, social services are name upstairs above us.
I'll tell you, I was stuck in a right dilemma there.
She creates
because
the neighbours that argue. She does.
I was underneath and I've got lots of friends that kept saying what the hell was going on down there, that kept hearing it. And I'm thinking this screaming was blood curdling sometimes. It really made you go cold. And I knew the top was tiny, a baby, tiny, not walking yet. And you're sitting there thinking, do I say that or not? And then you find out later on, the police turn up and the body goes out the door. So you know what I mean? That's what it could lead to. You could think, I'll sit here, I'll shut up, and then it'll be on the bloody news like all the other cases of children that have ever got warrants or whatever. And you think, I could have said something. So I told Nikki, I said, Nikki, there's awful screaming going on up there. I don't know if he's getting hurt. It could have been Paul, I know, but I can hear it underneath. But this is much later. At the time he was a baby. How am I to know whether he's getting hurt?
No, she's never hurt him, but he doesn't help her. And what she does is she finds that
so you're stuck in a position, it's difficult, because if I don't say anything and he is getting hurt, I'll feel bad because I should have said so. Or maybe it is temporary, whatever.
I think it was the wrong kind of time for that to kind of happen, because she was actually so tired and finding out that the lymph nodes and like the cancer thing, so she was just tired all the time, and I was frustrated because he was doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? Even when she was packing up moving, he's sitting there on his PlayStation doing nothing, and she's ill. And I'm thinking,
She's okay now. Is she getting over it now?
Yeah, but there's she has got a tumour in her chest. It grew, and they were doing it to shrink it, so it shrunk. But then she had to keep going having checks. So that's what's going on.
A bit young for that, isn't she?
Yeah.
Sure.
And I said to anybody, I said, you know, sometimes I said, when I took him out, and it was 10 minutes before I taught him to ride his bike, he had a complete meltdown. Everyone was looking at me. And I'm like, he's screaming down. Like, people look at me and think I'm murdering him.
Yeah, no,
And I was like, I said, Stem's from when he was going to his dad's mum and she'd pick him up at every little win. I said, when his lockdown's finished, I said, and then because she was out of the country for a while, I said she'll have to wait until she sees him, the other grandmother. I said, she's got to stop spoiling him, otherwise I'm not having him because he'd be a nightmare. But like I said to Nikki, I went to say that the better woman in the next hours is at mine is a lot different from when he was with you, because I won't tolerate it.
Yeah.
I just, I mean, you might be able to sort of like hear it, but not like you
No,
used to.
not like I used to. Well.
You know, but she does everything right, and she was just, you know, she's trying to get me so stubborn. Like, sorry. He will not say sorry. And she won't give in to it. 3 flipping hours later, after having a complete meltdown, he decided to say sorry. Sorry. But where she lives now, the soundproofing, you can hear footsteps, you can not hear the children, anything. The soundproofing where she's at is amazing.
Oh, I don't know what you could do to these. I don't know. Wouldn't know where to start. What could you do? I think they're just too old.
It's like thing like Nikki says to me, she goes, yeah, but don't you hear other people arguing? I said, I've heard the woman downstairs once have an argument with her son. I said, that's right. I said, not every fucking night. I said, it's not like that.
Yeah,
I said, it's now and
generally
again.
get on pretty much okay.
Yeah, me and my son do, but yeah, it's just with him, he can't breathe properly in that room, and that's his room.
It's a tiny room, it's going to make you feel worse. You feel more claustrophobic in
there, and it's the breathing on his so he can't.
Yeah, it is that back wall, that outer wall. It is in, and then it goes up all the way down to the front room. I've had it in there. All the way
See,
down
with
there.
me, because I'm claustrophobic, I have to have my windows open, even when it's cold. I have to have my windows open for that, so it gets aired out.
Yeah.
But I had the problem with the silverfish. I was like,
yes, we've got those too.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
we've got those as well.
I just
Shooting a bit all over the
when
place.
Susanna come, he said to me, your place is so spotlessly clean, I can't see any evidence. I'm like, I could watch this video, there's evidence for you.
Yeah.
You know, I do keep it clean, but they bury themselves in your carpet and all sorts, so it's just...
You've seen when you pop to the loo in the middle of the night, if you put the light on, pling, pling, off they go. They're all over the place.
They like getting into potatoes.
Oh, really?
They love potatoes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I moved my look. They like potatoes, so if you've got potatoes in a cupboard, which I did before they're moving, and I put them up there. So,
I
they like.
realise that.
And what they don't like is citrus. Basically like cats and stuff, they don't like citrus.
No, they don't.
They can't, if you get a jar and you put like masking tape around it and like a little peel of potato in it, it will go in, but you'll get loads of them go in, but they won't be able to come out because they're slippery in the glass, they won't be able to come out. If they see it's clear glass, they won't go into it.
Yeah.
You cover around the outside and put a little bit of potato in there, they'll come out and they'll go in it, and then you've got them because they can't get out.
I'll have to remember that little
Thanks for that. Yeah, so there is kind of like a lot of things. But anyway, I just want you to know it's not, I'm not going to say it won't happen again, but there's nothing you can do about it. Honestly.
That's okay. Well, thank you for popping down anyway.
You know what I mean? But the only thing I will say with me is if I get accused of something I know I'm not doing, I get really angry and frustrated. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just like to keep on myself, believe it or not. I do actually like keeping myself to myself. You know what I mean? I won't sort of... That's why I am, really. Yeah. So. I don't like confrontation very much either. I suppose you call me when I like coward, so I don't mind.
Well, I know when you see me.
Okay.
We can give each other tips on things,
on bugs.
Right, I don't have a lot of the bugs though. I haven't got a lot of them. Hello.
Hey, right.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of the...
Thank you.
Where's the nursery? I don't know. They both go to nursery together. She just moved in, but she's there. I can remove my daughter. In the morning, I'm like, and it's just. I'm arguing with Nikki and that, and I said, this is
Land at the court's not like that.
just because this place is not soundproof.
And there's a lot of things wrong. Yeah, there's an awful lot of things wrong with these flats, and I think it's just a matter of time before they say that will be moved out, because they'll have to do something severe, structurally severe work's got to be done.
Well, they're putting enough of the scaffolding around now, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah.
the one further at the back, only one of the guys that physically works like with one of my sons, but I was talking to him, and they have got a leak, and it's been there for 2 years, and now it's taken, they've got an empty house there, somebody's waiting to go, the whole ceiling caved in.
I'm not surprised.
It's not this one, it's the one at the back, is it Elsie Court, or the one just further back from there?
God, you know, I don't know, I just walked past. I've been
When
here
you
too
go
long,
down
I don't
there,
know.
you see that 1, 2, the other one, it's got the scaffolding up on the top.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
that one.
I don't take too much notice of the man, but no one going, so I don't bother.
So, and there's a leak coming from in here as well. I've got like this yellow brick patch that I'll turn around and hold in. And I can feel it, and you can feel water coming off it.
Yeah, because we've got plastic drain pipes out there, and they're split from top to bottom. So when we get a heavy rain, it shoots out the sides of the drain pipes, and it comes
I
in.
don't understand, because I was just sure.
Brickworks
why
don't
don't you
soak
put,
it up.
even if they put like a thing to hold the water in, because theirs floods down. I mean, sometimes because when they put rubbish there,
Yeah.
the wind blows it down, it comes into mine.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, you could think, oh, somebody's just doing that to look at it. It's not, it's just what's happening.
Yeah.
When all the water is coming down, I said about putting a drain thing on it, but when they came around and said to me, but if you look how they've done all the piping, where are they going to put it to come out? So they put it to a drain thing, the only place it's going to fall is in yours.
Yeah.
If you look at it outside, if they put like a drainage thing there so the water goes on there, how it's situated with all them pipes in, it's only going to go one way and that's down yours. So it's
I know, there's no bloody answer to it really, is there?
no. I mean, I do feel now, a lot of my time in, I'm scared if it does rain, because of that, because it is ruining them. And then my son's got a, I said to get his dad to bring it down when he comes down, but it's, pallet, and he's going to cut it, and then put it on my wall, on the balcony, so I can put them, so with that, I can put like my basil, coriander, all those in them.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to be able to paint it as well, because I want to paint the brick there as well.
Yeah.
And then I want to change,
I had ideas of that, so I couldn't be bothered.
yeah, I want, you know the ivory trellis, I want that, and then I want, what else is that I wanted? Oh, I want the grass put on there. Because see, and that's another thing, I've got a really good hoover, and I actually hoover my balcony. So honestly, there's nothing that comes down. I actually hoover it. And I can't believe it, because I hoover it, and then I just go out there next day, and it's like it's filthy again.
Yeah, I know, it's the same as that. You polish, give it 5 minutes, you look back, and it looks like you've never touched it. I don't know where it comes from.
I don't know.
But it's pretty bad.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
But I just wanted to know that it's not done deliberately, and Nikki said that I'm doing it on a daily basis, and I said I'm just doing it on a daily
Just
basis.
say different things to different people.
Well, it's better than I sort of like to speak to you, because I just think that she over-exaggerates things to cover up she don't do a job properly. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's how I see it.
Probably.
And
Probably, actually.
yeah, and Chloe turned around and said to me that she turned around and she said what is it that she said to you said to her, she said, why don't you say that one? She said, ring downstairs, Tom, and she said, she tells me all your problems and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Because I was shocked at that, because I thought, well, she's speaking about you, then
Yeah,
she'll be speaking to you about me. Oh yeah, but that's not the way for an housing officer to behave. She should be more neutral.
Do you know what? My housing officer was brilliant. I mean, I still like text them and stuff now. I mean, they used to hold a thing for us all and used to come round and you'd see the directors would come round once a year in the summertime, do a buffet and stuff like that. And anything that we wanted, that it was just dealt with.
Yeah.
None of it.
No, not here with this tribe you don't. This is the worst lot I've been with.
I mean, I always thought that one there was poor, but it's not, it's council, isn't it? If it's
I have
that is.
yeah, she thought, she had cats as well. Between us, there are quite a few.
Isn't it? 'Cause they rent it
I
out.
think so. Yeah, she was nice, she was. We so laughed at her.
And then the woman upstairs who had a stroke, bless her.
She's been here a long, long time.
I feel so sorry for her.
Yeah.
She's so blind.
I know.
That's awful.
And she's too young for that as well. Too much of it
Young,
going on.
isn't she?
Pardon?
She's very young.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't seem fair, does it, all these things happening?
I know.
Can't make life out sometimes.
So, anyway, so that's what I just wanted to turn around and tell you. Cause, I mean, Vicky's asked me, like, I said, listen, I wasn't going to do mediation. I said, because sooner or later she realised that I'm not.
Was that on the phone anyway?
Do you know what I mean? Huh?
It was only on the phone anyway. She chipped that, I did it. They said, well, don't you go on then.
Oh, it looked as if you did.
I went, oh, right. And it was just chit-chat, really. Because, what could she do anyway? It was lockdown. You know, you can't actually sit round the table or anything.
My.
So we just chit-chatted for 5 minutes. She said, how do you feel? What? I went, yeah.
I mean, I had to.
That was it.
Because I've been kept awake and, like, work and everything with the noise within the company. And she goes, well, nobody else complains because they don't live above them.
Yeah, but she won't hear anything that I might hear, and I won't hear what she hears because the flats are in a funny old shape.
Yeah.
They're not one on top of the other, like all the rest of the flats going down.
Yeah.
It's a funny shape here.
But I mean, I have to report that and she said to me,
Oh, in a minute.
I don't have a social services. I said, you need to sort out the soundproof issue because I can hear every goddamn word. And then
I know. I just get used to knocking your head on the brick wall when it comes to the Eastbourne Council.
well, I mean, even I think Brighton and Hove, I trust the solicitors, they just turned around and they said, not Eastbourne Borough Council, they said they're the worst council. They're really great at picking on the people that are privately renting and dealing with them, but they're not so good at doing their own job.
You find out when you start living underneath them what they're like. All councils are different. Yeah, I've had better. I think Wilden was better. They were quite
Oh,
good.
yeah, Wilden.
Wilden were quite good.
I like Wilden. But you see, my son's got a townhouse, or my oldest son. He's got a townhouse at,
Hello again.
Harbour. He's got one there, and then my other son's got a flat in the harbour. And she's moved that way as well. Blazer's moved that way. So they're all over that way. And then the others
Go on, get in.
don't live here, but anyway, so I just wanted to know, water may come over, and it's not done deliberately, I swear down, it's not done deliberately, it's just when it rains and it gets saturated, and sometimes I can't swing them in at night, because I'm not here, I'll stay that like on my daughters and stuff for 2 or 3 days, so then when I come back and it's rained, it's going to seep down, and then you're going to look at it and think, oh, it's nice and dry, and it's coming down, so I can just kind of apologise and...
That's alright. No worries. We've spoken, that's alright, so that's all good, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's not done like deliberately, and I take it on board what you said that she's over-exaggerated, but that you said it's on a daily basis. I was what? I said, I've really just put them out in the last sort of like month, so...
well, yes. I know.
Well, at least we both know what she's like, really, but there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, so we just feel.
I'll try and keep him quiet. But it's damn difficult. He smells the foxes, and that's it. It's difficult
Yeah,
with
but
him.
it doesn't bother me.
I don't like.
I know it's
a bit loud
I mean,
at night.
I mean, I still miss my dog now. I have a Scotty dog. I love my dog, do you know what I mean? But it's just, and I still want a dog. But it was my partner said, oh no, don't get a dog. But I still want a dog. Because I like dogs. But then I've got to be particular what dogs I have because there's certain hair from a dog that's the same as a cat.
It's all that dander, it's the underlayer. That's what causes the trouble with cats. I know that because all my kids are allergic to cat stuff.
My friend, she's
Not the top layer, it's the bottom layer.
And every time we used to go to Helen, I'd be like, oh God, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And then I'd go, like when you were sitting and you were close to like her carpets and stuff.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, and even then I didn't realise what it was because my eyes would stream, I'd become itchy. And then,
my daughters are the same.
what, they're allergic as well?
The same with the cats, yeah. That's why most of the time I go to them rather than the other way around.
I had a Persian blue growing up. I loved that cat, and I always thought I had hay fever.
Yeah.
I thought I had it when it wasn't, you shouldn't have had it. I had it all year round. It wasn't I was allergic to cats then and never knew it.
Yeah. Wow. It's common, But they found out now it is the undercoat, it's not the top coat, it's what they call dander underneath it. That's what causes the problem. And that's why I have to hoover up every day. I'm not hoovering up because I think the floor's dirty, I'm hoovering up because I'm trying to get rid of the cat
And
stuff.
I've got my hoovers, one of the sharp ones. I've got one that you actually put it on and it clears up dog hair, cat hair, pet hair, it's especially for that. And half the time I end up giving it to my daughter to use, but I use it because any hair, any little thing that's on my sofa, it picks it up. And I hoover the balcony, but it gets dirty, doesn't it? I certainly, because she also put in there that she said that you're brushing off your balcony into her. Then the past. So, and I just turned around and said, no, I'm not, because when I used, and then I thought to myself, I've got to talk to her, I said, I've actually go out there with a hoover, she must hear you with a hoover.
Well, I hear a hoover, of course I hear a hoover, but I don't know where you're sticking it.
It's like, so it's, I mean, you don't hear hours in the hallway now, do you? No, because I got, as soon as I moved in, I got grippers, underlay, it's completely soundproof. So, but I won't have him jump on my sofa, and I won't have him running down the hallway, so I don't like that. I'm just, that's how I've always been with all my kids. So, but if he goes to his other grandmother, he doesn't have to do all that. No,
it's tricky when that happens, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but please take my word that that's not been done deliberately.
That's okay.
I didn't even know that it was going over. I didn't, didn't.
Okay.
You might have thought that it's done deliberately, but it really isn't. If it was done deliberately, I think the way it stayed. I said, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
See you later.
Cheerio.